Hello guys! Happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. It took me a minute to come up with what we're going to discuss today, but it just came to me. Because I posted on Instagram and I was like, what should today's video be? Because I'm behind on ideas, y'all. Give me ideas. But then I was like, what is someone probably going to reply with? And there's probably going to be like a I don't want to give up exercise question. Let's just be real. So today's topic is going to be what to do when exercise is your only stress relief and you think it's your personality and it's everything about you that you can't give up, that you just can't stop. It's all about exercise. 'Cause if I don't exercise, who am I? I just dropped my phone, but I don't need it today. It's because I know this topic by heart. Every day I have this conversation with people because it's just like it's a big deal. I remember it was really hard for me the very first time I was actually faced with, you cannot train in the way you are training like this anymore. I cried. So I'm right there with you. This is not a I don't understand situation, because I do. But one of the things I like to ask someone is to articulate for me why this exercise is hard to give up. And we kind of go through a similar thing, right? So I'm going to ask you, why is it hard for you to stop exercising? And your answer is, 9 times out of 10 going to be, well, because I love it. It's my community. It's my only stress relief. I just feel better physically. I feel better mentally. I have a better day. I'm just a better person. I'm the best me. I'm the best version of myself. And I get that. But I actually am asking for the answer to the question under that, right? I understand all those things. But why are you the best version of yourself? Why is this your only way to connect with your community? Why is this how you feel better? Why is this the way that you feel productive? Typically under that, sorry, Ashley and me, she'd be blowing me up. Typically underneath all of that is actually a desire to be worthy, valuable, seen, right? So what you actually want is to feel productive, like you're contributing to society, versus lazy. Because the story here is that a lazy person does nothing and sits on the couch. And a productive person who is good, who is worthy, who is special, exercises, because exercise makes you stronger, exercise makes you skinnier, exercise makes you leaner, exercise makes you feel like you're being skinnier and stronger and leaner. It feeds the narrative, right? When you're sitting down, your experience, like the story that I'm soft, like I'm literally gaining weight in this moment that I'm sitting down, is present. But if you can get out and go for a run, you've quieted the narrative. On an extreme end of this, it's similar to OCD, right? So someone with OCD, which will be some of you listening, and I'd love to know in the comments if you can connect these dots. But someone with OCD will have the need perhaps to perform something, check the stove, check the doors are locked. Maybe they need to do a certain bunch of things, right? On the extreme end of things, OCD can look that way. And they know logically the stove is off, the doors are locked. I know, I did it. I remember turning them off in hopes to quiet this voice. I just, I don't need to go do it. But the voice is loud, the voice is repetitive, it's still there. And you can quiet the voice by going and checking the door or whatever. Then it goes away. So it's not actually because they feel safer. knowing the door is locked, it actually just shuts the voice up that says you will be safer if you you'll be just a little bit safer if you check. But they actually know that the door is locked. So this need to exercise, even though you logically know it's probably not helping with your recovery, you're probably not going to gain 1,000,000 pounds by not doing this one exercise, you're probably just fine, it's probably actually best for you not to do it. It doesn't matter, because the voice is saying if you exercise, you get to move on with the rest of your day not feeling uncomfortable. That's all the exercise is doing, is letting you move on with your day, staying safe in your safe zone, being comfortable. You can go and eat more comfortably because you exercised, because you mitigated the chances of weight gain. You know, that's where these things are coming from. So when you're Googling about, scrolling around, kind of looking for the evidence you need to suggest that it's okay for you to exercise while you are in recovery, I challenge you to kind of think about, well, like, why do you need that to be the answer? Why are you looking for that permission? And like choosing to actively put your blinders on for all the information telling you not to do it, but searching through all of it for the piece of information that is the answer that you want. This piece of information. Okay? So you know in your gut if this is the right thing for you or not. If this is what you need to do. If training is appropriate, if training is not appropriate, right? But what you need to be able to do is decipher, who am I without this? And the truth is, you are not lazy without exercise. You are not unproductive without exercise. You are not worth less without exercise. You are not less than the girl. You're sitting here, watch a girl run past, you're not less than her just because you see. I know if you're not exercising and you see someone exercising, you're going to be like, ugh. You know, even just a little bit. She's doing it. Why can she do it? Who said she can even be? Who said this is a good idea for her? You don't know. She could be running herself into the ground right now. Or she could be being totally appropriate. And you're taking that like 5 seconds that you see of her running and being like, she is the picture of health. She does this all the time. She pushes her body to the limit. Why can't I? No. That might be the first run she's done in like 2 weeks. So comparison needs to leave. Saying that exercise is your identity needs to leave. If it's really your identity, if it's really like you're nothing without it, put your leggings on, put your sports bra on, go outside, do some stretches. You know, just let people see that you're doing the thing and move on with your day, right? It's really helpful to be busy, right? I know I look back sometimes, think about all the amount of time that I spent exercising that would not allow for me to be doing any of the things I do now. I didn't have time to be on YouTube. You know what I mean? I didn't have time to like work with Ashley to create certifications and programs, build a dollhouse, DIY around my house, make bread for the family every week, be a mom. I didn't have time for that shit with exercise, I'll tell you right now. You are way more interesting, and actually being obsessed with your exercise and making sure you get your workout in is making you less valuable and less productive. You are less productive because you're focused on exercise. How am I going to get my workout in? How can I recover without gaining weight? How can I not give this up? That is making you less productive. So the sooner we can nip that in the butt, right? get a menstrual cycle happening, and then we can worry about bringing exercise back in or ramping it back up or wherever you're at. Because remember, exercise without a menstrual cycle is not for health. So you can't say it's to help me be healthy. You can't say that. That's just not true. It's just not true. It's a convenient truth to help you not gain weight. At this point, there's no other logical reason, right? So you could say it's because I don't want to lose my fitness or I don't want to lose my health, but it's impossible for that to be true, because it's actually the least healthy thing for you. I hope today's Friday chit chat was interesting or helpful to you guys. The pep talk maybe someone needed today. We will talk again next week. If you have questions, ideas, please let me know. Happy to answer any questions for you guys on the show. And I also want to point out a fun announcement. So we have just launched retreats. They're called rest retreats, and they are for women like us with HA or a history of HA who are no longer participating in, oh, I have to lose 10 pounds for this vacation. All the girls, if I go on this girls trip, everyone's going to be like watching what they eat, or who's going to be getting workouts in, where can I get my workout in, what if so-and-so's on a diet and like that's true. No. We're hosting retreats for you to take girls trips with people like us who don't buy into that stuff. We do personal development. For the most part, these are mostly excuses for us all together to go as besties to epically beautiful places. So, like at the time of this recording, there's one spot left in the Sedona trip, which is in September. But coming up in March, we're we're preparing to open registration for the Joshua Tree, California trip. So it's inclusive. We're hosting it, myself, Ashley, and Mishi. We're going to be taking people on hikes, nature adventures, just chilling, eating food, making sure everybody's fed, laughing, having fun, and doing some personal development work. So if you're interested in the rest retreats, just go to thehasociety.com/retreat, or you'll find a link in the navigation of our website, and you can express interest in any of the trips. And perhaps we haven't filled the Sedona trip by the time you reply, so feel free to check that one out. We would love to. That one's September 22nd, and then the Joshua Tree is March 22nd. Check out the website for more details, sample itineraries, things like that. And if you have any questions about it, you are welcome to comment, DM us on Instagram at the HA Society, send us an email, danny@thehasociety.com, whatever you want to do, we're all about it. Or you can literally apply, name, email, which trip you want, and then we'll send you the details. We would love to have you. If this was an awesome video for you, please like and subscribe. Helps a bunch. Motivates me to no end. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.